Okay, isn't that how the story goes though, right? She puts on a disguise. So you guys, wasn't the evil witch was already beautiful, right? It's just she wasn't white? Is that what it was about? Yeah, no. People getting all angry, saying that she's more beautiful than Snow White. It's just more like youth. Oh my gosh, even the queen is white though. Look how white her skin is. So fairest doesn't necessarily mean white, as in fair skin. They're meaning more beautiful, more youthful, I guess? Huh. Yeah. Y'all are getting mad over dumb shit. You're just dumb shit you're getting mad over.
Shalom, mer people and humans. Welcome back to my waters. This is just going to be a quick video because I don't really know how to phrase this. I'm just confused about the whole Snow White situation, not going to lie. I've been very confused about it from the beginning. This is the conservative merman. Well, actually, it was the conservative merman, but recently, actually, same thing with Little Mermaid too, but recently with the Snow White thing, kind of like the Little Mermaid, conservatives have been pissing me off. I kind of feel like how Candace Owens said, where she said like a lot of these so-called conservatives aren't even actually conservatives, or like aren't standing for what conservatism stands for and being about what they stand for. But yeah, why are people upset about Snow White? Because I saw the interviews when they came out, the ones that people were having a huge hiccup over. I saw those interviews, but it's like I don't see the problem. I watched the interviews again, and I'm not seeing a problem at all. There actually is a problem. I will say there is a problem. There were some things, and like Gal Gadot kept saying, she's not going to be saved by the prince. Why are y'all mad at Rachel when Gal Gadot is the one that keeps on saying she's not going to be saved by the prince? So, like, what? I'm confused. And then the whole, it's not 1937 anymore, and evidently so. Yeah, it's not. She's right. It's like, there's, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I will say this. There are some things that were said where I'm like, okay, yeah, valid. I see why people would be upset for these certain things. But for this to be clapping people's booty cheeks, for this to be popping people's tatas, like, for this to really be, oh my God, like, y'all acting like, oh my God, God is here, and oh my God, and the sun is the power grid. Y'all acting like this is mind stopping. This is going to break the internet and everybody's going to cease to exist over Snow White, which a lot of you guys don't actually care about and missed the point of the movie. And I saw people do it again recently with a teaser where they were like, oh, Gal Gadot looks more attractive or looks better than Snow White. Yeah, Evil Queen looked better to most people back in the day, too, when the film came out. The Evil Queen was actually beautiful. She was beautiful, too. Her and Snow White were literally both beautiful. But the problem was, she wasn't beautiful on the inside. She was an envious person. She was a hateful person. An evil person. She's called the Evil Queen for a reason. That's the whole difference. And that's what she didn't get. When the Evil Queen asks Magic Mirror, who's the fairest one of all, they had the exact same skin tone. The Magic Mirror is just going to say, oh, Snow White because she's whiter. Well, that doesn't make sense because we have the same complexion. Magic Mirror, who's the fairest? Or Magic Mirror, well, then what else is it? Because if we're the same complexion, it can't be about skin tone. And this is the thing that people don't get. And it's like, people like to bounce around. It's like, if you talk about Disney to people, if you talk about the Disney universe itself for Snow White or the Disney princesses in general, people will then argue and go back to, oh, well, the original book. We're not talking about the original book. We're talking about the Disney franchise. Because then when people say that, oh, well, we had different versions of Snow White before, and y'all say, oh, well, it wasn't by Disney. Keep that same rhetoric and let's talk about Disney. Even though in the script for the movie, Magic Mirror does say skin white as snow, because it is a nod to the book. Snow White, logically, no one watched Snow White. Maybe back in the day when maybe like TV and how technology was back then, maybe. But no one was watching Snow White nowadays. And even when I was younger, I don't remember her skin ever being white as snow, which is just white. So it was like her skin isn't even actually white as snow. She's the same complexion as the Evil Queen. But Evil Queen didn't get that. It wasn't just about physical beauty. It was about who Snow White was on the inside, and people are not getting that. Same thing. It's just like the whole Little Mermaid thing all over again. It's like, And it's crazy. I know it's like, what, this grown man so passionate about these Disney princesses? Oh my God, weirdo. Yeah, I'm a weirdo. I'm a fish. Dive into this ocean. No, like literally into the topic. I meant to say that. Let's dive in. Let's dive in my waters. But yeah, no, literally. Same thing happened with Little Mermaid, where people talked a lot of stuff and they didn't know what the hell they were talking about. Like, you can tell they didn't care about the film, or like, yeah, the original series, the original brand, the original film. And it's like, and this is what pisses me off too, and why I said what I said about the conservatives thing, is like, conservatives, we do our research. Most of the time, 90, 99, 98 at least percent of the time, when we talk about something, we do our research, we know what we're talking about. But when it comes to like, and it's so simple too, like, really, over princesses, we're arguing over this shit that y'all don't care about. Like, I feel like I'm the only person here that actually cares about Disney princesses. Oh, other than the other people who are fans of the original 1989 Little Mermaid movie, telling you that the live action movie was fine and why it actually works, and how the actress playing Ariel in the live action movie wasn't a typecast, and there's evidence to prove it if you actually look at the behind the scenes and storyboards and stuff, the early storyboards. And even though there were lots of fans, old and new, and just people in general saying, hey, no, actually, you're false, or this information is wrong, or same thing about the Disney Junior Ariel show. I saw an article where they were like, oh yeah, Disney's trying to be woke again with Disney Junior's Ariel, and they're saying that she uses her voice to speak up for her friends, and she defends her voice, and da da da. Yeah, she's Ariel. The only reason it seems quote unquote woke to you is because she's brown. I hate sounding like a liberal. I really do. I hate sounding like a liberal. I mean, I'm a free thinker regardless. So someone's probably going to think I'm a liberal regardless. Someone's probably going to think I'm a conservative regardless. I don't care. I'm a free thinker. But I hate sounding like a liberal because it's kind of hard to take a liberal seriously sometimes, when there's no actual good arguments. But it's like, yeah, no, you don't know Ariel. You don't know Ariel because Ariel's always been the person. Watch the 19. Did you know that there's a 90s series, a television series for The Little Mermaid? Yeah. There's also another series for the. Actually, no, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because I want to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. There's something else that didn't release too back in the 90s that was supposed to happen, but I'm not going to talk about it because I want to make a whole video, like a little video essay on this lost media of The Little Mermaid thing. I'm sure maybe somebody else talked about it. I don't know, but I do want to talk about it and bring it to life again. But yeah, it's like, no, Ariel's always been the outspoken person and stuff. Oh, and the whole, and I have to find that article, but it was like, oh yeah, and she's using her voice to speak up for her friends and stuff. Yeah, isn't that ironic too? Because she loses her voice later on, like, in the movie she loses her voice, and that's everything else is set in the past. Like the 90s series and even the Disney Junior show is set in the past before she meets Eric. Also, let's talk about universes. Why are we acting like universes aren't a thing? So you're trying to tell me every piece of media you watch, you think it's all in one universe? So you mean to tell me that when a remake is being made, you think that the original thing is just out the window, deleted from your VH tapes, if you even kept those, if you even care about the characters you care about? Do you think that, it's off Disney Plus and I can't even order it on Amazon, or I can't even rent it or buy it on YouTube or whatever? Do you think that when remakes are made, that's it, that's the end all be all, that's the final straw and it replaces it? Hello? Hello? Is anyone home? It's just crazy. It's like, people are just like fake outrage, bro. And it's like the people that actually do care, or that at least have a brain in between their ears, it's like, they're like, okay, you know what? No, I can, don't get me wrong. I can see where certain things, I don't want this video to be too ranty, so I'm not saying every little thing, but like, yeah, I can see certain things again with the whole, oh, there's something else she said too, or that they said, that rubbed me the wrong way. Oh, yeah. Where Rachel said something along the lines of, oh, she's not, this Snow White, she's not really looking for love. No, actually, I didn't have a problem with that either because, some people are not genuinely looking for love. You can still be an innocent person and not be thinking about love. I was very innocent until this whole Ariel situation happened last year. Until the whole Ariel situation happened last year in late 2022, I was like, oh, wow, people are actually really crazy over somebody's complexion. I know it sounds crazy at my age, but like, wow, I didn't know people really cared that much about race. I thought that if the character actress fits the part as far as vibe, energy, maybe even facial expressions, which that actress has, is okay. But apparently people care about the color. Apparently people care about the colors. Apparently people care about the color. Oh, and for the Tiana comments, I know I'm going to get Tiana comments. Yeah, no, go ahead and make Tiana white. Actually, do it, actually. In fact, make Tiana white and make her... Yeah, keep her name as Tiana. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how we can work this because I do want to... I'm trying to figure this out. Like, I'm actually trying to figure out how can we make Tiana white. Because honestly, I'm not mad at the idea. Wait, before you leave the video. Wait, I'm not mad at the idea, but it can't work. It doesn't work. And let me tell you why before you leave. Let me tell you why it doesn't work. Because wasn't everybody upset about the whole Cleopatra thing? Oh, they made her black. This is inaccurate. But meanwhile, you're saying that Tiana should be white, even though she's based on Leah Chase, which is an actual person that Tiana's inspired on, who also is, of course, a black woman who struggled in the 1920s. When it comes to Cleopatra, no, she can't be black. You can't, that's not accurate. That's not accurate. Okay, but now Princess Tiana, who's based off a real person, oh, we can change her race, but that wouldn't be accurate. You know what it's like? It's not making sense because that wouldn't be accurate either, right? I don't like this pick and choosing thing. I'm a person where you cannot pick and choose. You can't have certain biases for certain topics like this. Like, actually, like that's so annoying. It's so annoying. But it's like, Tiana, she could be white. But how are we going to make a white girl struggle in the 1920s getting her restaurant? Right? Because and Princess and the Frog isn't even my favorite movie. It's really not. Like, it's not a bad movie, but it's definitely not my favorite. But yeah, okay, we're going to have let's actually think about this for a little bit. Okay, so in the original Princess and the Frog Disney movie, Tiana was a struggling woman of color. Her friend was this rich white girl. Okay, so if we're going to make Tiana white, we're going to have to reverse the roles, right? We're going to have to reverse the roles. Okay, so Tiana is going to be the rich white girl. Right. And Charlotte, which is her friend, her rich white friend, she's going to be the poor one, I guess, because that makes sense. And I'm not saying that, poor white people didn't exist back then, but, okay, sure. She's struggling to open up her restaurant. And what do they say to her when she, when she has a chance to make an offer for the restaurant? What do they say to her? Oh, a woman of your image or stature. I'm pretty sure they said image, but just watch the movie. Oh, a woman of your image or complexion doesn't really meet our such and such. Well, that can't work if she's white, right? Well, there's got to be another reason why she can struggle. She's going to be... If we're going to make Tiana white, we have to change the story a lot. It's not like Ariel where we can just change her race and nothing will change. It's not like Snow White where we can literally cast a white Latina because race and ethnicity are two different things. And Snow White's all about purity and fairness of heart, really. And it's not like Ariel. It's not like a mermaid. It's not like Snow White. Or it's not like some of these other princesses. Damn. Really weird how Tiana's story is honestly one of the Disney princess stories that really focuses on her race and her struggles. Very interesting. Well, if we're going to make her white, how are we going to get past this, guys? Shit. What are we going to do? Ariel could be black, but for some reason, Tiana's not working if she's white. I guess she's going to struggle because she doesn't have enough funds, right? Okay. Fun, right. Okay, so Wait, no, she's rich though. Remember, we reversed the roles. Okay, so Tiana's not struggling then. Okay, so how does she meet the prince? They can't meet the same way. There's just a lot that goes into it. You know what? How about we don't do it because people are going to be pissed and they're going to complain about the story changing because this time it actually will change the story. And that's not what people want, right? People don't like when we change the story. People don't like when we change the story to these movies. And we don't really do that with our remakes. At least not the ones I've seen. But we don't really do that with our remakes. We don't really change the story up too much. Damn. Well, if Tiana's going to be white, we're going to have to change the whole movie. We're going to have to just rewrite a whole new film. Damn, because for some reason Tiana's race really plays a part in her character, which is really sad when you think about that. Her race, literally, other Disney princesses get to have fairy tale moment, and then Tiana says, I'm struggling. And the only reason I was able to get my restaurant is because the alligator growled at, the people I wanted to buy the restaurant from. So, well, we don't want to change the movie because then people are going to complain. But some people want her to be white. But it affects it more. Just something to think about. I didn't want to rant too much. I just ended the whole Princess and the Frog debate. It's like, what? And people will say that, guys. When people say that, don't get upset. Literally just laugh at them. Just laugh at them. Someone's probably going to comment that, and I'm going to heart it. Like, someone's going to comment, well, if Tiana... They're probably not going to watch the whole video. They're probably just going to comment, if Tiana's race was changed, or if Mulan's race was changed, and stuff. Even though... It's like, when they say that, too, it's like, clearly you missed... You care about race so much that you freak out when it's something else. When it comes to whiteness, which is crazy because I sound like a liberal right now, but it's like when it comes to whiteness, you freak out when it. But when it's like Tiana or Mulan, where their culture and or race is very, specifically race, is very integral to their characters and what they go through. It's like, if we change these people races, then yeah, it would be a problem. So someone's going to comment that. So I'm gonna heart those comments. Sometimes you just got to kill them with love and kindness. People are probably going to call me a whole bunch of things in the comments. I don't care because I can think for myself. But, all right, guys. I don't want to hold you up too much. Get out of my waters. If you're not a merfolk person, if you're not a mer person, get out of my waters. You're probably about to drown. I'll see you in the next one. I do want to do a mermaid magic review. Ooh, but I also want to do that Lost Media Ariel thing that I'm giving a lot of people ideas for. Honestly, if they take the idea, honestly, that'll be cool. I just probably, elaborate on it more or whatever. Actually, that'll be great because, again, Ariel, I love her. She's my favorite Disney princess. So anyway, I also do want to do an Ariel, like my top 5 favorite Ariel or top 10 favorite Ariel dolls in my collection as of now. It changes from now and then. But I'm going to let you guys go now. I don't want this video to be 20 minutes long. So I'm going to go, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.